The Sacramento Kings could face far more hurdles than they ever imagined if they attempt to trade their star center, Domantas Sabonis, this offseason. Despite putting together another impressive season, which saw him finish with back-to-back All-NBA third-team appearances and 2 consecutive top 10 MVP finishes, Sabonis was shockingly snubbed from the regular season award ballots this year. The 29-year-old big man's production, averaging 19.1 points, 13.9 rebounds, and 6.0 assists per game with a solid shooting line of 59.0/41.7/75.4, was undeniably impactful. Yet, the struggles of the Sacramento Kings as a team, who ended the season with a disappointing 40-42 record, have overshadowed his individual success. For the second straight year, the Kings found themselves missing out on the playoffs after losing in the play-in tournament. This glaring setback now places the team at a crossroads, with a new general manager Scott Perry taking charge. And while many are eagerly awaiting what moves the franchise might make this offseason, one piece of speculation has caught significant attention. Could the Kings part ways with Sabonis? On the surface, trading away a player of Sabonis' caliber may seem absurd. He's durable, versatile, and consistently delivers at a high level, making multiple all-star appearances. However, as insiders have pointed out, the reality of trading a player like Sabonis is far more complex than simply putting him on the market and hoping for the best. John Hollinger, a prominent NBA analyst for The Athletic, shared his insights on the Kings' potential offseason moves during an appearance on The Zach Lowe Show. Hollinger bluntly highlighted the tough reality surrounding a possible Sabonis trade. According to him, the Kings might quickly find themselves running into a wall if they try to shop their prized big man. "Look, I do think you have to figure out if there's a market for Sabonis," Hollinger stated, "and I think you're probably going to figure out pretty quickly that there's not. That renegotiate and extend was so over-exuberant on him. I think that was one of their original sins. They have him on the books now, even this year, at $43.6 million, Hollinger's reference to Sabonis' hefty contract, an extension that locks him into a significant salary, sheds light on one of the major obstacles that the Kings would face in moving the All-Star Center. At $43.6 million, Sabonis' contract is not only one of the highest on the team, but also one of the more daunting figures in the league, making him difficult to trade. While Sabonis remains a highly valuable player, Hollinger emphasizes that his skill set doesn't necessarily fit into every team's blueprint. Sabonis is a valuable player. He's made all-star teams, he's very durable, but I just don't know if he's a flavor that a lot of other front offices like as far as actually building a team around, Hollinger explained. You're almost stuck trying to make the best out of this year. It's a tough pill to swallow for the Kings and their fan base. Sabonis is, without a doubt, a rare talent. His unique combination of size, vision, and playmaking ability makes him one of the most intriguing big men in the game today. But it's also that very uniqueness that might limit the number of teams that could successfully build around him. The comparison to Nikola Jokic, the reigning 3-time MVP, is often made when discussing Sabonis. After all, both are exceptional passers and playmaking bigs who can dominate in the post and facilitate from the high post. However, this comparison is flawed on a critical level. While Sabonis' playmaking is elite, Jokic is on a completely different stratosphere. Jokic is widely regarded as the best playmaking big in NBA history, and the Nuggets have constructed their entire system around his strengths, making them perennial title contenders. To expect Sabonis to have a similar impact is unrealistic, and thus, teams that would normally be interested in a player of his caliber might hesitate due to his fit on their rosters. The Kings, unfortunately, have already experienced the difficulties of building around Sabonis. Despite his individual success, Sacramento has struggled to find the right pieces that complement him. While he's shown the ability to excel in the post, initiate offense, and rebound at an elite level, the team has failed to capitalize on those strengths and build a truly competitive roster around him. For the Kings, trading Sabonis could be a necessary evil, a way to reset the team's trajectory and perhaps bring in more fitting pieces to build a more complete roster. However, that doesn't mean it will be easy. If the Kings do decide to pull the trigger on a Sabonis trade this offseason, they will quickly discover that other franchises may not value him the way they do. In fact, it's likely that many teams won't view Sabonis as a centerpiece player to build around. That's the harsh reality Sacramento will